He died smiling, his lips curved up, his gaze fixed on a victory he thought was his. But he never knew. From the very first free hot meal he swallowed, he was already a dead man walking, just meat waiting to be carved. Ming Dynasty, Jiangnan. The rain falls like sticky glue. Zhou Wen, a scholar who burned 20 years of his life grinding through the classics, has failed the imperial exams 5 times in a row. His mother dies penniless. He can't even afford a coffin. He begs for a loan from the local butcher at 3% interest, compounded daily. On results day, he stands at the back of the cheering crowd, watching others celebrate. He feels like a piece of phlegm spat onto the cobblestones, ignored, worthless. That night, he drowns himself in cheap rotgut at a dingy tavern. Then a hand rests on his bowl. The innkeeper leans in, eyes burning. "You're not a failure. You just need someone to give you a lift." For the first time in his life, someone speaks to him with respect. The next few days, the innkeeper drinks with him every night, calling him a dragon in hiding. He mentions a distant relative, a high-ranking salt commissioner, who needs a personal secretary. The morning after, Joe boards an official barge. The commissioner greets him with a warm smile. His young, beautiful wife pours him wine. They press 20 silver taels into his trembling hands. His first real money. His heart pounds, "I've finally made it." What he doesn't see, in the shadows of the cabin, the commissioner's advisor scratches out Joe's name on a ledger and replaces it with 2 chilling characters. Fate. 2 weeks in, the commissioner dies suddenly after a feast. The advisor shows no emotion. He orders the body wrapped in a mat, weighted, and sunk into the river, barely a ripple. Then he hauls 2 chests of official silver onto the deck. That night, the advisor lays the commissioner's seal and crimson robes before Joe. "Take his place for 3 years," he says, as casually as offering tea, "and you'll earn 10 lifetimes worth. Refuse? You've already touched the seal, seen the silver, heard the secrets. Do you think anyone would miss one more scholar at the bottom of the river?" Joe trembles. He wants to run, but his legs are led. And worse, the commissioner's widow begins to step closer. She ties his sash with her own fingers, drinks with him late into the night, listens to his bitter tales, and lets her eyes glisten. Slowly, he forgets to resist. Merchants who once sneered at him now stuff silver under his door at midnight. County magistrates bow lower than willow branches. He looks in the mirror, draped in that red robe, and begins to believe it. "I was always meant to be great. I just arrived late." Then one day, the widow insists on visiting a jewelry shop to melt down old ornaments. The moment they step inside, she turns, shrieking that the shopkeeper has swapped her gold for fake. Joe, eager to show off his authority, slams the counter and roars at the owner. His chest explodes with pain. A black gush of blood sprays across the display. He collapses, still wearing that half-smile of self-importance. That night, the advisor and the widow disappear down the official road with a carriage loaded with 80,000 taels of silver, extorted from the terrified jeweler. The shop is gutted, the staff flee, and Zhou Wen lies cold on the floor, never knowing that every celebratory drink he took was laced with a slow-acting poison, and every outburst of anger was a trigger timed to stop his heart. This is the Sparrow-Swallow trap. The sparrow, the soft woman who draws you in. The swallow, the cold advisor who builds the stage. The celebration, the clink of their cups as they split the loot. And you? You were never a player, never even an opponent. You were the main course, roasted, carved, and scraped clean. What makes this scheme so deadly isn't its intricacy. It's that it always finds you when you're hungriest, offering bread when your stomach gnaws, a coat when your bones freeze. That sudden patron, that effortless shortcut, that intoxicating whisper of, "Finally, my turn." More often than not, they aren't fortune's gift. They're lanterns hung over the slaughterhouse door. When you're at rock bottom, the real danger isn't despair. It's someone throwing you a rope that looks like salvation, only to find the other end tied to a whetstone. True redemption has always come from two things: sweat that stings your eyes and patience that outlasts the night. Everything else, every heaven-sent savior, deserves one cold question. What exactly about me is worth your goodwill? The cruelest con is the one that makes you swallow poison with a laugh, convinced you finally won. Jowin is dead, but 1,000 more Jowins are out there right now, waiting for that free hot meal. Don't be the next one.